go. Share. Okay. I want to show you something. Well, okay, I have to say the photos in the camera don't look as good in person. And like you see the presentation, the photo is the same that I have here. And yeah, it looks different because the linen has like a lot of like the weaving of the linen. So I think the camera um kind of like make like really like kind of like it shows the grid of the linen. So you can really, you know what I mean? It gets like it's not like the same, you know, in person. And the colors are way more vibrant in real life or in the photo rather than the video, right? But then I'm gonna take all the photos and I'm gonna put it in the platform in Thinkific that you lay this access, right? So it's gonna be all the photos there. It's gonna be the presentation, the video. So it's gonna be all there. So welcome to Embroidery and Watercolor Coral Gardens. Um, these are some painted fabrics that I have. Okay, so for example, so we work with watercolor and ink if you have. I love working with ink, but I don't put it as mandatory because sometimes hard to get, you know, and it doesn't really matter if you don't have them, but I know some people really like inks like me. But the most important is like the watercolor effect that kind of the watercolor like the kind of main difference with the other mediums is like you create blooms and wash out the paper with the water that you can do it with the acrylic, but it's kind of different. And this is like a water-based technique, like a medium, right? So that's the effect that you have in the paper, which is not the same than the fabric because the fabric will absorb like a lot of the water, right? I know you have tried most of you, right? We have tried watercolors and stuff, so you know that it's kind of easier in the paper, right? But we're not gonna make like a super like detailed painting on the fabric. It's just kind of like a background, right? Which is really fun because it's very abstract, so there is no wrong with that. That's what I really like too. So then that's the linen. So you see the weaving of the linen. It's super cool and it looks like a very like natural fabric. So that's linen with watercolor. Well, then you tell me what fabric you bought, but it doesn't matter. Like the fabrics that whatever fabric you have, like cotton or linen, is fine. But then you have different effects in the paper and the fabric. And as I say, we can't control too much the water, I mean, the paint on the fabric because it will absorb so much, right? So then it's kind of like some people are like, oh, I'm so disappointed painting the fabric. It's not the same. But for me, it's like super magical what happened in the fabric. I found it so beautiful because it's kind of like really soft, you know, and really abstract what's going on there. So that's an example on the linen. Then this is like cotton canvas. It's like a thin cotton canvas from Opus, right? You know, Opus, the art store in well, Vancouver, Victoria, like BC mostly, I guess. And then like this is from Opus, but this is like it has like this fabric has a lot of texture, kind of like more rough. It looks more rough and raw. And it's a raw cotton canvas too. So it needs more water, and also you can play with the transparency with layers of paint, right? So then when the paint is dry, then you add a transparency and it looks super cool because it's like that layer transparency that I have that, right? So it's on top and I love that effect. So that's another fabric that we can use. And then I don't know if you know the muslin cotton fabric. In Chile, they call it by another name. And I really like it. So that's the effects that you can have in that fabric. And it's like cheap. But they have like a muslin cotton fabric that is for baby clothes. So don't get that one, which is super thin. It's like there are a lot of baby clothes with that. Um, I don't know the word in English for that, but it's similar to the cotton canvas, but it's muslin cotton fabric, like thinner, you know. And they sell it like at the fabric store, so you just go and like taste, like check it out, you know, touch it to see if it's nice. But I love the effect of that because the color is raw. It's not white. It's kind of like more cream, you know, but it's like a raw color. So I really like it.
Caddy, can you hear me now?
Yeah. Hey,
Oh, finally. Oh my God. Oh,
Wendy,
thank
you
God.
made
I
it.
clicked so many different buttons. And this is, I thought that I'm on my work computer, and I thought because I was on a browser through my work that they were blocking it. But anyway, they weren't.
How did it
I
work?
have some, I have some cotton muslin.
Nice.
Um,
Yeah. Yeah,
but
that's
just to let you
perfect.
know, it's super cheap. If anyone's
Yeah.
familiar with, there's a place in Vancouver that's called Our Social Fabric,
Oh,
and
nice.
they sell all, recycled and dead stock
Oh.
stuff really cheap. So what they just recently advertised, like a bunch of 10 of these are already pre-cut, and there were
Mhm.
different sizes for like $2, $4, super cheap.
It's super
So
cheap. Yeah. The linen
super
is
cheap.
more expensive, right?
Yeah.
If you
So if you
like,
want it for like practicing
yeah.
muslin, a good place to get it.
But it's gorgeous with the muslin too. I love the effect, right? It's like it's soup. So that's the photo. There is muslin. Thanks for the tip, Wendy. But also like if you can get to like a bit of linen, a little cut of cotton canvas or muslin, like you can kind of like test different fabric. It's super cool. In my classes, I use usually two fabrics, so then people like try different fabrics, right? Okay, so then this is cotton canvas. Uh, so the cotton canvas is the one that I work in my bigger pieces, like the ones that stretch with the bars, because then I prime it and I use mostly acrylics and inks on that, no watercolors because they will fade when they're like bigger pieces, and plus the watercolor is just it doesn't work as well for like the bigger pieces, so I use acrylic like wash like with a lot of water. It's almost like a watercolor acrylic, right? So I make these weird mixes. I don't teach that yet because it's, oh my god, it's such a long process, so it's kind of, I don't know, it will take 3 months. I don't know. And it takes so long in drying. Like it can take 1 day in drying because I poured the whole thing of water. So maybe that will be like 1 day I can teach you guys that when I figure it out how. So then this is how we blend texture with watercolor and embroidery. So we create these textures and I love it. They look so beautiful and bright, and it's nice how two different mediums they can combine together. I think that's really contemporary too. It's not something that like in my research, like I haven't seen that they use like these techniques like in the older old times. Because watercolor is supposed to be for paper, right? It's not like supposed to be for fabric, but of course I like to put it in the fabric because it's very experimental. So blending the paint and the embroidery together. So the idea, like we blend these two techniques and they look like really like united, right? Like a whole thing. And I love that. How to make that mix is like it's so nice and beautiful too. So the I create okay. So actually, Wendy, when you went to my class in Vancouver that we did paint and embroidery like years ago, and we did like acrylic, but it was different. It was like really experimental, but it wasn't like coral garden. And then I figured it out like, oh my God, this looks like a coral garden, actually like a garden. And I was like, I'm gonna start making coral gardens. And then I know there are people that struggle with the abstract. So then if I say sometimes, oh, this is a coral garden, it makes you feel like less anxiety sometimes for people who are like, this is just too abstract. I don't know what to do. So now I kind of figured it out. Okay, we're doing layers of embroidery. So we have the paint, then we have rice stitch or seed stitch, feather stitch, that I call them corals really. French knots and beads, picot stitch and pompon. So you don't have to add all these elements, and it doesn't have to be a coral garden if you don't want. You can just do a forest or whatever, right? But I like to put it like that because I feel our minds are so structured sometimes for certain students, and then they need to have like a base of like what are we making. Like I don't want to do completely abstract, which I love abstract, but I feel sometimes it's just easier, if it's like we are doing this thing. And I think it's fine. It's fine as long as yeah, there is no like wrong if you want to do like a West Coast forest, right? Like all greens, that's beautiful too. So And these are like some references with paint and embroidery. Tomorrow, I'm gonna bring you reference from other artists, and now I'm showing you my own reference, right? So this is like, it's a piece of a big canvas. It's like 30 by 24 or 36 by 28, I don't know, something like that. I have in my studio. Carrie saw it in my studio actually. And like this is ink, mostly ink and acrylic. So I pour like a lot of paint, but it's the same concept that we are doing, just the difference we are doing it with watercolor. And I really like the blend, that it follows like a flow and it's like the same colors. I think they really blend together. It's kind of, I don't know, I really like this piece. It's really abstract and it has a lot of air. But this is just a piece of the piece actually, but I just wanted to show that. And then this one, I really like it too. So it has like a lot of ink and acrylic as watercolor, so acrylic with a lot of water. And I really like the blend of the paint and embroidery too. They're like landscapes for me, but you see that all the art, it's like on the left side of the piece, right? So it's not the obvious on the middle. So you also can work like to the right or to the left, or like, it doesn't have to be right on the middle too. And we can leave like negative spaces too, to like, it still looks really nice. So that's like a really old piece that I love. That was from 2017 or 2018. And it's funny, I used to work with wash paint on the fabric, which like no one does that. It's like wash is totally for like paper, but I'm like, I don't care. I just love the color, so I just use it. And also acrylic, but this piece is really, really bold and really textured. So it's kind of like I was using another color palette, more coral color rather than pink. That I love pink. I put pink on everything, pink and turquoise. So that's another kind of reference. And it has like a lot of solid colors too. That's my student in Vancouver at the Present Art Studio. And it was super cool. I remember this student because she was like, you know what? I want to do like a cactus, right? So she started doing like a cactus, like the plant, right? Um, Instant and kind of the gardens. So she was like doing a cactus with like circle, and I found it super cute too. I was like, wow, that looks really cool and really simple. She just put like a bit of pink and then the kind of green, and then she put like that bright neon. That is super cool. And then you see the cactus there, right? So nice. And then these are other pieces like paint and embroidery to really, really bold. So you see they're like, I don't know, like they're kind of more crazy pieces with a lot of things going on there. But kind of the same, we apply the same concept, but these are really, really bold as well. So also you can make something really bold. I love that one because it really matches the my little paint journal. And I like that like rainbow that is in the middle, right? That it kind of I like it. And I at that time I use ink, but I had super cheap acrylics from like Michael's. And I really like them. I put water with them and they were great for like this kind of small work. Yeah, so like sometimes you don't have to spend so much money in supplies. You can go to Michael's and buy the like classic tubes. Do you know which ones? Like the really liquid tubes. And I was using that, and putting water and pouring them, and it was super cool. So like don't limit yourself with like if you don't have the best supplies, like you still can make art, right? And then you're gonna upgrade your supplies. And then that's Coral Garden, so cute. I love the color palette. It's like pastel, right? And then we have a lot of beads and knots there. And that's my favorite part. It's so that chunk of like cluster of beads with knots that it's like makes the piece super cool for me, at least. And then the background with the corals, right? The slowest part will be the beads, so we'll do that at the end. And then that's a close up. And you see that I go by sections of colors with the beads and the knots. super cool. Okay, we'll see the other part tomorrow of the, okay, cool. Do you have any questions, lady, about all that introduction? And I don't think our other students coming today. She will join maybe tomorrow. So we're
I
good.
do have a question about the acrylic ink.
Mm-hmm.
Were we supposed to get like a certain color? Like I just got black because you didn't say a color.
Oh, that's
Does it
fine.
matter?
Yeah, no, that's fine. Yeah. Black, it's fine. Which one do you get?
Um, I don't know. Just something from Michael's.
Oh, nice. Yeah. Yeah,
Oops.
I show you like to do like a splatter with that, which it will look cool. Because it's like I just want that you see how the addition, like how they look. I had pink. I had black and sepia, so but I just like I'm obsessed with this fluorescent pink. They sell it at
Oh, that's cool.
it's just I love pink. Sometimes, like, yeah, I don't want to work with pink because some people don't like pink, whatever. And of course, I want to sell my paintings, right? But then I'm like, I just love pink, right? And we have certain colors that we repeat all the time. But our color palettes, they will change during time, right? So, yeah, if you have any question, just ask. Do you have a question, Nicole?
Yeah, actually, I'm curious about you had a picture of a journal with the sort of with the color palettes and stuff. Do you, for part of your creative process, I guess I'm wondering is, do you find that you experiment on paper, have these different ideas that you carry around your inspiration and then go through that book and find things, or do you
Mhm.
find, yeah?
That's a good question. Actually, people ask me that a lot. And yes, I have a book. I put it on Instagram, but I finished. I need to buy a new one. I'm always with books like journals. And I kind of like do whatever I feel there without pressure. But then I'm like, oh my God, I go back and I'm like, I love this. I'm gonna make it in big, you know? So that's
Mhm.
how kind of like it's trial and error, but it's never error in the end because it's something, you know, why it's gonna be an error making something, right? So it's like I recommend getting like a little sketchbook and go through and like do like color palettes, even like little compositions, you know? And then you will review that and you're like, oh, you know what? I learned this color palette. I wanna make it in, I don't know, crochet for you maybe because you make crochet or whatever creative or one piece of embroidery. I really
Mm.
recommend that because I think with like the small ideas, you're always gonna come to the bigger ideas.
No, I think that's wonderful. Thanks for sharing that too. And when you say a sketchbook, do you mean more of the multimedia so you can do different like paints or whatever you want
Mhm.
to do?
Yeah, yeah, kind of like the classic sketchbook little that they sell at Opus. And also now I have like a textile journal, which is it's super fun. I'm like obsessed. I can show you that tomorrow because I have it somewhere there. But it's a new class that I'm doing, but I'm like, I love it because it's like a textile journal that kind of like you can write things, but it's all through textile too. I'm doing it here in Victoria. It's like it's a class in my studio, like a 4 weeks, but I'm like really excited because it's like you put things on the textile, so then you can go back to that idea too, and then make it in bigger or make a project of that too. It's like at the end is the practice, you know. The practice is gonna make your practice better, right? It's like running or playing tennis or cooking is like exactly the same. I feel like the talent, yeah, it could be like a percentage of talent or like genetics that, oh yeah, there's so many artists in the family. But like honestly, I think the best component is the practice. That's what it's gonna make you to be better, right? And I feel like a lot of people quit before because they just didn't practice enough and they're like, no, I don't have talent, like, or my stuff I'm not selling are ugly, but it's not enough practice, you know, because if you keep going it's gonna turn out good. So that's regarding to my experience. Anyway, I want to show you these pieces and then we're gonna start painting on the paper a bit. So okay, so this is the piece. Do you see it okay? Yeah. Wait, I wanna like, okay, that. Yeah, so the linen in the camera, it shows like the little grid of the linen. which doesn't happen with the paper, but anyway. So that's like this little piece here. And that's like all the beads, details. And I love these little pompons, are super cute. I love
When
this
you're sorry, when you're painting, are you doing it with the fabric in the hoop or before you put it in the hoop, just on the table?
I'm gonna do it before without the hoop. You can do it either way, but I feel I wanna do it before without the hoop, because then if you have a bigger fabric, then you can place the hoop wherever you want.
Right.
And it's more freedom, right? This is the main component for the coral gardens, like these little things. Yeah. And then this, I love this one. This is like the muslin cotton, right? That's the chunk, or how do you call it in English? Cluster of like knots and beads. And I like them. Why? Because they're like ocean pearls, right? I love them. Don't worry if you don't have enough beads, like then you can get later in the week, because we're probably not gonna finish the whole piece, but then the beads is like the last, so you just add the beads later. But this is, yeah, the main thing. Then we have, oh, we make this one in the Spanish group, because I had the Spanish class too. It's almost ready. I love that. So that's Wendy. So that's like the ink part. Like we do like a bit of a splatter. I'm just doing close up. This is so cute though. I love this one. It feels like the Little Mermaid house, right? Kind of. Yeah, and then, well, I have so many fabrics painted. Like, this is linen. Oh, this is another one. Look at this one, how cute it is. It's just like so simple, like knots with like beads, right? And I like for example, like Christmas gifts sometime, or Christmas ornament, you can make a baby hoop, and it's just so cute, such a cute idea. There we go. And then this is the cutest, so tiny. Look at that. This is a 3 inches hoop, I think. It's just so cute. This will be a nice Christmas ornament. I love that big pompon. It's just so big. Yeah. So these are, well, I have so many, look. Yeah, I have even more. And then, okay, so these are more fabrics that I have. Like I've been making them, That's ink. If you see like the little things there, those are inks. And I have, this is the fabric that I cut like this piece. And then I also have this one we did in the Spanish class, and I want to put some layers on top so you can see the transparencies, how they work. Okay, so let's get our paint materials, and we're gonna paint a bit the paper with watercolor and inks or whatever you have. I don't like to specify too much about the materials, because people then they get really complicated about I'm like, oh no, I don't have like the best watercolor, so I'm not gonna come, kind of like they feel like shy because they don't have like the best supplies. And I'm like, really, you don't have to like get the most expensive one day, right? But like I know Carrie has really nice materials. I saw her supplies, and right, Carrie, you have cool stuff.
I have too much stuff.
Yeah. But you've been accumulating, like buying stuff in time, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, that's cool. I mean, slowly building your. We all do that, so that's fine, right? There's nothing wrong. Mm. So let me just drink water. Do you have your water there to paint? Mm, nice. Okay, so I have my water here, my brush. I have a round brush. I have many inks, but I chose this ink because it's just so pretty. And I have these watercolors. These are mango watercolors. They sell it, they used to sell it at Opus, but they don't have them anymore. They're Korean brand and they're like super good. I really like them. And also I have the Winsor & Newton, the tubes. Those are really nice too. Kind of expensive, but they last like forever. But when you feel like you want to like upgrade, you can get like really good stuff. And it's if you buy like not the best, it's fine. Like that shouldn't stop you to make stuff, right? That's the most important. So also I wanted to show ladies these
Wow.
super cute. We did it in the Spanish class. I mean the class in Spanish, and we will do something like this too. It's just like the coral stitch, but it's just so cute, the combination, right? I love it.
Is
It's
there a
so
particular needle that works better going through the paper?
I just feel like the chenille ones, I know some people like make the holes first and all that. I just go for it. Because for this stitch, it's hard making the holes first when it's freestyle. But if you are doing like a stitch really like straight, like you can make the holes first with like a special tool. But I just use very sharp ones. Let me see. Oh, wait. Oh, it's not showing it really good. There. It's like the chenille number. Which number will be this? I forgot, but it's like, you see how it's not tapestry, so it's chenille, so it has that point. So you can do that, or you can do the kind of sewing needles too. Yeah.
I did get the chenille ones. That's what you recommended, right?
Yeah.
What size brushes are you using?
Which one was this? 8. This is size 8.
8.
Which one do you guys have?
I got lots of different sizes.
Nice. That's great. Yeah, I have size 8, but I feel like for these, maybe, yeah, like around 8 is good, you know? Because like we need so much water for the fabric, right? And also I wanted to talk, Gaio, a bit color a bit, because I know it's a huge thing. People like get really stressed about colors. So we have two options. You can do the color that you want, like whatever color palette you want, or you can do the colors that I'm doing, which are my kind of classic color. If you don't want to get complicated, I'm like, you don't know what it's good. But for example, I make this color palette. So these are all blues, like a cold palette, right? Turquoises, like indigo, different blues. Then we have earthy and one bright color that is like a bright turquoise. These are like safe combination that they look fine, right? So you don't have to think. So like earthy colors and one bright color, which I really like it. Then like they're like brights. For example, yellow, pink, neutral, and blue. So like always at the end, I'm adding like the neutral color, like a brown, like a gray. So then the color palette can get a bit more balance, right? That's what I'm learning in my own practice, kind of like to like have a bit more balance. But again, I make some blues. Then it's like all pinks. They're like darker pinks, bright pinks there, right? Well, depends what you want to use, but yeah. So then blues and pink, that of course they're gonna get a bit of purple, right? Then blues, earth, and pink. I can put these photos in the platform too, so if you wanna like see it in detail. Blues, earth. This is what I'm using today: blues, earth, and pink. So the earth color and the ochre, will balance all the palette, right? Because for example, if this is like orange and then this is purple, all bright, it's nice too, but I feel like, in my opinion, sometimes what I'm learning about color in all these years using the same colors, kind of with colors that I like, I really like how the neutrals can balance color palette, right? Because sometimes people are like, I don't know how to combine these. They're all so bright, or then they're all too dark, you know? So when they're all too dark, colors kind of, or mute, it's easier, the combination, because it's so mute, right? Yeah, these are like different kind of combinations. I love this combination. I love it. But I will put like a bright one too, like a pink or like a yellow. This is so nice too. Yeah, and then, oh, these are like cold colors, blues and greens. So this is like more West Coast forest palette. So if you want to use it, that's cool too. So it can be like a forest, you know? So like greens, you know, dark blues. And then this is earthy color with blue. That's flowers. That's from the other course. And this one, I make it in the other class and I really like it because I use blue, kind of brown, like more neutral pink. But in different tones of blue, right? But I really like it because it has these like bright pinks and this sepia as well. Yeah, the sepia is nice. Do you have any idea about colors, ladies, or questions? All good? Nice. Okay, so we're gonna paint, let's make a little palette here, or you can do a couple of palettes and then choose the one that you like the most. So we can do that here. I'll put this like there. There we go. So for example, yeah, these watercolors are so nice. I love the color combination. They're just so easy. They have like 48 colors, I think. Yeah, it's like a lot of color. So I have like some blue, like brown. It's like a red brownish, but like kind of brown with red, because there are some browns that have more yellow, right? Oh, I don't have the paper towel. Get it late. Also, I have some gray. So look at this gray. Some gray there. I'm just trying a palette here. And then I have, of course, pink. I love pink. It's just, this is like more magenta, right? And then turquoise, I have many like blues and turquoise. So let me see which one is well, this is like a bluish. This is pretty too. I love this color palette. It's my, I don't know. I love yellow too a lot. But sometimes, I don't know, I'm kind of trying to combine more yellow, you know? Because it's like, it's not the easiest color to combine, really. This is another blue. You see there are like different blues. What kind of watercolors do you have? I know Carrie supplies. Oh, nice. Those are nice, Nicole. Yeah. And Wendy?
Too many color choices.
Oh, that's awesome. Well, but think, if you want, just try 2 palettes, and like, if you want to like use the same ones that I'm using, or like,
Yeah, I'm trying to copy you.
yeah, just use this. For example, you can add another pink too, you know, I just put one, but I'm gonna add the ink here too. Yeah, so you ladies can copy the same, of course, or just do like, maybe you want just greens or just blue, you know. Usually in the classes, people really like the green ones, the green palette. People from the West Coast, actually. Yeah. So look, that pink is so pretty.
The trick's going to be remembering, if I find a palette I like, which colors those were, because there's too
Yeah,
many.
yeah. Yeah, this is great. So for example, this is palette one, you can write it down or just remember this palette one. And now I'm gonna do another palette here. Okay, this is gonna be different. I'm gonna add yellow. For me, the colors are going really intuitive, you know, because I've been doing it for a while and it's just like, I don't know. I feel like I always feel drawn to the same color, you know? I will never like use like super mute, like for example, like a piece just browns. I was trying to make an installation with like my fiber art, just browns and like earthy, and honestly I couldn't. I like start putting all the other colors. It was super hard. Like, and I know I have artist friends that they work with those colors, like or black and white, like, and I feel it's like I don't know, it's like a personal thing, right? Like everybody has their own choices with colors. So interesting. So yeah, if you feel more drawn to just earthy, that's totally fine too, you know? Okay, so I'm trying this other palette. Let's see. So if you get a little sketchbook, this is how you can play with the palettes in your sketchbook, like do different palettes like that. So yellow, brown, I'm gonna put a bit of gray too. So then you have an idea, okay, this is gonna look like this, you know, rather than it's a surprise and then you don't like it. That I know that happens. So then like a pink. So this palette is cute too. Mm. Nice. So I have these two. If you wanna do three, that's fine too. So I have two. And I have a bit of a space here, so I'm gonna do a little composition. And then after this, we're gonna pass right away to the fabric. Um, so because the fabric, we're gonna dry it, and you know, like the embroidery is slow, so I really want that you stitch as much as we can. So then we can have a homework if you want. If you have time today, you can continue making palettes and like experiment with the palettes. Maybe you don't have any time, but that's fine. Okay, so I'm gonna show you now a little composition here. So we're gonna do like an abstract composition, so we can pick one color palette. I'm gonna pick this one. Um, and for example, and I'm gonna start like just throwing some kind of circles or shape here. Have a turquoise. So then I'm gonna throw a bit of brown here. And then because it has water, it's gonna open up and it's gonna move the water for the side. So just put like enough water. That's the most important. This is not a crucial exercise, it's just to get loose a bit, right? Like that. Super cute. This exercise, you can do it in your art journal too. If you get a, do you have an art journal? I know Carrie has one, but Nicole and Wendy?
Mhm.
Yeah, nice. That's great. It's such a good thing because there's like less commitment, right? With the art journal. I'm gonna throw some pink here. So you see that like the brown is gonna balance them out. Because it's like a more like a neutral. Or it could be gray too. Or like indigo. I love indigo. So nice. I have an indigo ink and it's so beautiful. I didn't bring it today, but because I have so much stuff, so I wanted to keep it simple for you. Mhm. Mhm. Like that. And then I'm gonna add some blue. Well, are you working in a big paper or in the little paper with, I mean, the little piece with the color palette?
Big paper.
Big, nice. Mhm. Watercolor, I found it so relaxing. I don't know about you, but I found it really relaxing. When things dry are so pretty, like way prettier than when they're wet, I think, because they like define their shape. So look what I'm doing now, ladies. I'm gonna do some splatter. That I love splatter. So I have my ink. So if you have ink, if you don't have ink, that's fine. Just use watercolor. So I'm gonna put a bit of ink here in my brush, like just like a bit, like honestly, really little. And I'm gonna do some splatter like this. So I'm gonna like, how do you say this in English? Like tap, tap. Yeah. I think, Nicole, you're mute. Carrie as well. You guys can talk all good because it's a small class. Um, yeah. If we were 20, that would be more complicated, but so okay, you're gonna tap like this, and I love this because you get this random. Do you see? I'll do like a close up for you. You get like these random little things. They are so cute. I'm just putting more ink here.
I love this so much.
Yeah,
It
that's
is, I'm doing the
look at that.
West Coast greens. I don't
Oh,
know.
nice. I love
And,
it.
and I've got, I was feeling it yesterday when I was choosing the embroidery colors, like really earthy stuff. But
Nice.
I must admit, I have not done watercolors for ages. And when I did a course, it was like really structured. It wasn't abstract. And
Oh,
as I'm doing this, it feels like we are all witness to my next favorite activity that I'm just discovering with all of you this morning.
I love it.
I'm so excited. Yeah.
Nice. You know, it's funny, Nicole, because I have, well, Carrie as well, that she, after the class, she told me she started with watercolor. And most of my students, after my classes, they start with watercolor because we're using them as like, oh, can I also paint with watercolor? I'm like, yeah, you can. I don't have to have a lot of talent. I'm like, I mean, doesn't matter. You will build your talent. And I love that, right? That it kind of opens up like to other like techniques. Then you can be, oh, maybe I can also do printmaking one day, or I can do this, or different techniques. So that's like the magic of like art, right? And I don't know about Wendy. When did you start doing watercolors?
Really only this summer with my daughter. She got me hooked. We were away at our cabin for a month or so.
Fun. Oh my God, Wendy, you missed the flower class. You will love it.
I know. I would have loved that.
Yeah, well, next
Kat-
time when I have it.
Because that's my thing. I love flowers.
Oh my
Caddy,
God.
you should run that again.
I,
I took that class and
yeah,
it was so
oh my
freeing.
God.
So like something just went click in
That's,
And I
my
love all your ones that are flowers. All of your
I
stuff you
know.
post with flowers. I want them all.
I think I'll do that again and that class, but I think I'm gonna do us 2 sessions, right, Carrie? Because it was a lot to see.
Yeah, that would be great.
Because I think like it's too rushing one. I was like, I never did that online and I'm doing that a lot in person in Victoria. So yeah.
You're
I
doing
just
that this fall?
Yeah, so actually I have one next weekend. I don't know if you wanna come, but next Sunday. Yeah.
I just got carried away with my splattering and got it all over my computer.
Yeah.
I mean,
Glasses. Oh my God, my tripod for the phone is like full of splatter. So that's how you start playing.
yeah.
It's so cute. I love it. And then they dry and it's like magic, right? So I'm gonna pass to the fabric now. But you can keep if you want, keep working on paper, that's fine. But I just want do the fabric because we need to dry it and you know. And
I think I put too much water. Mine's kind of pooling in some places. And then so
oh,
of
it's
course if I
fine.
lift it,
Do you wanna can you show me? No,
yeah, and then the water's gonna dribble all over
yeah,
because I have to
don't
lift it
it's fine.
horizontally.
Just leave it and it's gonna dry. It's gonna
There. Can you
dry
see
and
it?
so the magic thing is like when things dry are like wow, it's so different.
See, it's dribbling all over. Oh,
Yeah, that's fine.
I
It's
did this.
honestly more water is
I did
better.
the same. Honestly, I had a huge pool and I took a dry paintbrush and I just tried
Oh
to soak it up a little bit.
yeah. Yeah. So also, do you have paper towel there?
yeah, I do.
Yeah. So paper towel is so good for that.
Oh my
I
gosh,
was,
I love this so
I was
much.
afraid it would take off too much of the paint though.
Mm-hmm.
I
Yeah.
blob it. Leaves a different texture, right?
But it's nice because I like the watercolor like wash out. So more water is gonna wash out. So at the end, the water is kind of like the white because we don't use the white too much, right? Not like the acrylic. It's like, yeah, so like I don't know, it's just so cool. And watercolors are super old too. Like the people use them for like super old time. So kind of like people before they used to like paint with kind of pigment like earth, you know? So that's kind of like the base of watercolor. Even they're like right now, they're like natural watercolors, like made with like even like lapis lazuli. Like, can you believe? Like because they're like earth pigment. Well, some I don't know how natural are these ones. But like imagine like I don't know, like thousands of years ago, when people didn't have like anything, they used to like paint with whatever they find, like plants, right? So that's kind of like how people start painting at the end, because of course they didn't have tubes of colors, right? And then the acrylic is like a newer thing, right? It's no, doesn't have too many years. So the artists before, they used to use just oil and watercolor. So they are very special. Okay, so we're gonna do the fabric now. I think I'm gonna put it, and my painting is drying. I'm gonna put a paper here. It's gonna be messy. This is my living room table because my studio doesn't have good Wi-Fi. And honestly, it looks like a craft table. And my husband, and it's like on Caddy, like, oh my God, like, are you clean the table? I'm like, oh, I don't think it's just unclean because the ink is like, but it's fine. It's not like an expensive table. So it's full of stickers from my daughter too. So it's fine.
Sorry, what do you have underneath? I missed that part. Do you just have some watercolor paper underneath to soak it up?
I put a paper, but like because the table, or you can put a cardboard. Yeah, you can put something if you want. So we're gonna pay. Where is my hoop? Oh, here. Let me get my hoop. So I have a 5 inches hoop. because yeah, that size kind of nice. And then like the hoop will be like somewhere here. And I got like a bigger piece because then I can say, oh, the hoop goes here, oh, here, like what area I like the most, right? Because they're gonna be all different. So that's like the magic of painting on the fabric. That is like, it's, well, when we paint in the bigger fabric, right? We can paint also in the hoop, but I like sometimes just painting on the fabric and like move it around. And it's actually, if you paint a big piece of fabric, let's say like this, then you can have a series of hoop. And then you can hang them at your place, you know, and they're like all like similar. They will look really cute. Or like a series of baby hoops, that would be really cute too. Okay, so we're gonna paint the fabric and I'm gonna do the same palette. So I have linen. I don't know what fabrics do you have. I know Wendy has the Muslim. Who else?
I have linen.
Nice. And Nicole?
No, that's me. I have the linen.
Oh, okay, okay. Cool.
Like Caddy, I have the material from one of our classes.
Oh,
So
nice.
I'm using the white stuff that you have.
Yeah. Any of that is fine as long as you have the Ada cloth for cross stitch, because I have some students that they show up with like the Ada, like the thick one for cross stitch. And like, honestly, you paint that and it's like, it's not ideal, but it still looks cool if you do cross stitch, right? But not like this kind of embroidery. So anyway, I'm glad you have the good one. So what I'm doing, I'm putting like some kind of circles together. So you see that you can't really control the water. I'll do like a close up here. Oh, sorry. It's hard controlling, right? So that's what's going on there. I'm just putting more water too. And then like, gonna do some splatter. I put some pink and I love how it absorbs the fabric. It's super cool. I put a bit of yellow. That wasn't part of my palette, but I felt like it needs some yellow now. Don't be afraid to experiment. It's like, honestly, if you don't like it, it's not the end of the world. You will just like recycle for something else. So, you know, I think there is so much fear in trying new things. Plus, like with all the social media that you can see or YouTube that you learn all the things, you want like the thing like the same as they are showing. Sometimes you don't want to experiment. So yeah, like just like try to experiment and like have fun, you know? It's the most important. Then when this dry, it's gonna look like different. I'm gonna put some gray too. So you see my color palette? I just add the yellow. That's the extra. But I just add a bit of yellow. But I like the yellow with the gray because the gray really balance out. There is a paint color that I really love that is on ink and watercolor, and it's a Payne's gray. I don't know if that's the pronunciation, but Payne's gray. And I love that color. It's like a gray, but like indigo, and it's just, I feel it balance out so well, the colors. So you can try it out. They sell it at Opus too. It looks so much better in person, really. Then you will see in the photo. Like a little close up for you. That's the gray. So pretty. I'm gonna do some splatter now, ladies. If you wanna watch, you can do it with the other color too. So Wendy, that you have black, just do like a tiny drop of black, and then you do splatter and see how it looks. I think it will look cool, but don't put too much like the ones that have ink, because the ink is like really like intense, you know. So I'm just doing a splatter. So look the splatter, ladies. Going there, so cute. Oh, that's like, it went a lot. Oh, it's super cute. Doing like a really pink section there, and then one here. So like honestly, it's very important, like a tiny drop. This is super pretty. My mom, she was like, well, when she comes a lot to see me like once a year, and we also make projects. So in my family, there are like few artists. Like a lot of the women are artists and crafters. They make like a lot of stuff. So my mom was like, "Why you don't paint like linen and we make napkins?" And I was like, "That's a beautiful idea, but then I will need to make them with acrylic and ink, right? Because the watercolor is gonna wash." But that will be like, can you imagine napkins like these? That will be so beautiful. Yeah, so maybe in another workshop. How is it going, ladies?
Good.
Everybody, any question, any struggle? It seems
Yeah,
not.
mine are not looking so watery as yours. Maybe it's because there's not as much contrast with the linen being not white, not so white.
Got all the Muslim? Yeah,
Mm.
but like, that's fine, because at the end, what you will see the most is the embroidery. Like, let me show you. So this is muslin. I have here some. This is like, I think, so this is muslin too. And yeah, you see, you can't see it too much, Wendy. This is muslin, but it's cute. And then I have this piece that is muslin. And you see, I put transparency on top. I put a lot on top when after it dries, because it wasn't like showing too much. So I'm gonna show you how to transparencies too. So if you are ready with the first fabric, you can do another
No.
fabric at the same time. And the ones that just want one fabric, just dry it with the hair dryer. And if you use a hair dryer, you can just mute because it's gonna be maybe a lot of hair dryer going on. And when your fabric is dry, we can do a transparency. I'm gonna just show you how to do it like now, if in case you don't do it today and you do it later after the class. So this is like a linen, but you see it's like so faded. I didn't put a lot of color. And you can use it for this side or this side, like any side. And now, so I'm gonna add more color to this. Because I feel it just needs a bit more. And it's nice if you have a lot of fabric, just you can do like couple of few, you know, you don't have to just make one. So then you can choose what to use, you know, and then like later when you want to make more pieces, you will have fabric already. So this is how I'm doing a transparency on top. I just throw in more paint. But then you won't see that until it dries. Because really, this is just water what I'm putting right now, but I put a bit of brown. I put some yellow here. I'm curious, Carrie, what colors are you using? Pink.
Well, I'm still working on my color palette,
Nice.
and I actually think I'm leaning more toward the bottom one. It's got like
Nice.
some more muted colors.
Nice.
But yeah, I'm still
Mm,
playing with the paper.
Perfect. There is no rush, ladies. You can do whatever you want. Plus, we'll have the recording, so like,
Kenny, are you taking your paint straight from the paint pot, or are you mixing it first and then putting it onto your fabric? Are you
kind
mixing
of.
it in your
No, I'm just taking it straight away,
okay?
and then
That's what I'm doing too. I just thought I couldn't really
nice.
see, so
Yeah. So I'll show you. Have it there. So it's there. So I just like grab it from there and then water. No, sorry, first water and then yeah. If I work in bigger pieces, I make like a little mix in a jar and I pour it. I would love one workshop like that sometime. That would be cool. But that will need a space and will need kind of like a yeah big like table. So then it's kind of messy. So this is like less messy. So this is the transparency, but I love painting these one day napkins. I'll show you splatter with watercolor. So what I'm doing, I'm gonna just like get a bit of watercolor here, this blue with water, but not a lot. Try to like that is not like a lot of amount, and then splatter. Look how cute the splatter. I love it. Like galaxy. So that's the splatter. The splatter is gonna work well when things are wet, right? Actually, the splatter on the fabric looks super cool, like better than the paper sometimes because it absorbs the water and it gets that wash out effect so pretty. Look at that. Close up. Mm. Hey, Carrie, how are you feeling? I'm curious.
Um, I think both my husband and I are feeling a little bit drained. My husband 3 weeks ago he had to go on a business trip to Toronto
Mm.
and back, and of course he had COVID for the first time and gave it to me. And we also had to move back from Victoria to Winnipeg. So yeah, pretty low energy. There's still stuff left
Yeah.
unpacked, but I'm gonna take another COVID test this
Mm.
afternoon.
So, first sign COVID?
Yeah, yeah, we haven't had it yet.
Never. Wow.
Yeah, it's funny because he knew who gave it to him.
Uh,
So
he
it's
knows.
just I can't believe that people don't wear masks anymore when they're sick.
So this person was sick and he was like, he didn't
Sick
know
in the
what,
office and didn't wear a mask.
but
Yeah.
did he know what COVID, that person?
I I don't know that she knew it was COVID, but there were a few of them that got it. A few of his coworkers that got it.
Oh, yeah.
Anyway, it's all good. At least at least it's this many years on and we've had all the vaccines and it wasn't as bad as it could have been.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's the thing. Oh my God, I'm loving this piece. Like it's like when I send you, I'm gonna share the photos in the platform and you will see I just love it. It's in real life. It could be a beautiful napkin too. It's super pretty. We'll see when it dries. So question, could you check do you see the platform, in the platform, all the materials and stuff, okay?
Mhm.
Yeah, and Wendy and Nicole, yeah? Yeah, okay.
Pardon me? Sorry.
Like, it's okay. So in the new platform that I have for the online classes that I put the materials, videos, do you see that okay?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Perfect. It's so good, right? That it's all in one place. So what I'm gonna do there, I'm gonna share all the photos from this class there. So also you are in a community that the name is like Paint and Embroidery, and I'm gonna open a space there for Coral Garden. So if you wanna share your photos there of what you did today or tomorrow, whenever you want, please share so everybody can see what you make. And Carrie already shared photos from the other workshop, the floral one. And the students are slowly sharing photos, but it's just so cool to see what people are doing and kind of like share with other students the art journey and stuff, right? If you have question about that, just let me know and I can show you like how to do it or something. Okay. Okay, ladies, so if anyone is ready to dry, just go ahead and dry with the hair dryer. I'm gonna dry mines and I'm gonna put mute, okay? Like it's gonna be like few minutes.
Hey, Caddy, I found that the
Hey,
blow dryer kind of wrecked the splatters. It like made them disappear. So then I resplattered,
or
and then,
resplatter, yeah. So
but then it still kind of makes them like fade away, I guess.
yeah, they're really like they kind of wash
Look,
out. Look at mine.
but
Oh,
mine
show
really,
me. Oh yeah,
mine
I
really
can.
disappeared.
Oh, cute. I can see them. Hold on. Let me just. Oh,
I
cute.
can see some more than
Yeah,
others. I don't know.
yeah. Do red splatter. Oh,
I feel like
cute.
it needs ironing now.
Yeah, yeah, I know. Nicole, that's so cool with the greens. Yeah, I love it. Yeah, you can resplatter. So kind of like add, yeah, you do it now if you want. Just if you want to add more layers as I did. So this one, so do you see it? I add another layer on this. So let me just show you like, so you see that's like another layer of like paint. It's the color is lighter in real life though. It's like darker. So.
Yeah, like my colors are all kind of the same mutedness. Can't
Yeah,
get, I tried to add more to some parts, but
that happens with the watercolor. And then you see the other side. That's the other side. It's kind of the same. So you see my splatters are like, they kind of fade a bit too. Yeah. But that's like cool, like experiment a lot.
I'm going to do another one.
Yeah, do another one. Now you know, right? But it's good that you try that, Wendy, because otherwise, if like you put a lot, then the splatter will be crazy, and you will be like, oh my God, it's too much, right? So it's a lot of the experimentation. And then the one that I make from scratch, this is, and I really like it too. The splatter here disappear too, you see? So I can re-splatter if I want. I'm gonna resplatter. Yeah, I'm gonna resplatter
Did you
here.
iron that? It's so flat.
Did you iron?
Did you iron that?
No.
No?
You know what? It's flat because I put the paper on the back. So if you put something, I think it will be like that. But doesn't matter. Once you put it in the hoop, it's gonna be kind of iron. Like iron. Like very flat. Okay, I'm gonna do splatter here. Let's see, in this section. What colors? Like some this blue. Okay, I'm doing splatter. Look, they're like, oh, they're like little stars, super cute. I love that one. I think it looks nice with another layer of splatter. There we go. Do you see? It went kind of crazy. That's the splatter, second layer. It's gonna fade a bit, but I like the fade effect too. It's nice. I'm gonna dry this lady, so I'm gonna be in mute for like a minute, and then once things are dry, we're gonna start stitching. And also like at the same time, you can be making more fabrics if you want, and then they're gonna dry and you can use it tomorrow too. Now that you know how your watercolors act on the fabric, you know, it's kind of like more easier. Okay, I'm ready here. If you are not ready, that's fine. We'll go slow with the embroidery part. So I have two fabrics ready. How many fabrics do you do? One? Nicole did
One.
Yeah, cool.
I want to do another one though.
Yeah, can do another one. And what about Carrie? How many fabrics? How many?
You know how
Like many? Oh, cute. That color is super nice.
that's it.
Oh, one, two, nice. Yeah. That's fine. Then, well, now you know how to do it. So then after the class, maybe you can make some more if you want. And then you just leave it dry. And then when they're dry, just add more splatter or more layers. I love the layers. So cool. Okay, so these are my fabrics. I want to close my watercolor to make some space now. So now I need to decide which one I want. That's the one. These are the two. Okay, so what we do, if your fabric is like bigger than a little size, we can place it and see like, okay, that's my composition. For example, that looks really nice actually, or like, that's my composition. So you can move it around, or like, that's the composition, or that's like more blues. This is really pretty. That's so pretty too. It's hard to decide. Then that's another composition. So they're like different compositions, or we just put it in the middle too, which is cute. And then the other fabric, that could be a composition with a little blue, right? That's really nice too. Oh, I don't know what to decide. Then the yellow and pink. This is cute too, with that pink. Remember, we're adding the embroidery, so you won't see it like it's not, won't see it like too much. I think like I might do this one. This is kind of nice. I like that it has a lot of splatter on this one. I don't know. What do you think? They're like all like kind of cute, right? That one will be nice too. Okay, I'm just gonna do it like that.
Yeah, I like that one.
Yeah, it's nice. But you see like all the opportunities that we have, and then you can add like, for example, another little hoop here, like this size. So that's another piece, right? And then even another piece here. So you can recycle the little pieces. Okay. So that's, I place it, wait, a little bit more pink. So like, like that. Remember that part, the bottom is gonna be full of knots and beads if you do like the garden style. So, and I'm gonna cut it in a circle. So we're gonna leave a bit of space to finish the bag. And I have an embroidery holder too. I'll put that. Oh, I love it. So cute. So you see the colors? I like how it turned out actually. It's nice, like the transparencies. Yeah, if you want to show me yours, I want to share it with the rest, that's cool too. And I have this embroidery holder for the glasses. It's so nice. So I'm gonna put it here. There. So that's my piece. Do you have your things ready to start stitching? Yeah, perfect. Do you
No.
find, no? That's fine.
Because I don't want to stitch on my other one. I didn't like it, so I'm trying to make another one.
Oh yeah, no worries. No worries. Why you didn't like it, Wendy? Because it just fade too much?
I don't know. I think it was the colors. And
Oh,
it's okay. It's
so
okay.
you won't see, so the background, you won't see it too much anyway. It's like, yeah, I guess won't see it a lot. Yeah, yeah, you can just do another one. I'm gonna just start talking about the threads a bit. So I have, so these threads are so nice, are like Baldani threads. They sell it in Canada, from Calgary, but they kind of make them in Romania, like hand dye or something like that, like super handmade, and I love them. They're very expensive, but I buy them wholesale for my business, so I get them cheaper, but they're,
Wow.
yeah, they're like perle, but I just love them. So I'm gonna use these and these I'm gonna use some of these. Also, I have cotton trend, and also like the DMC are nice quality. Like, yeah, any thread is fine, but just showing you ones I like. The DMC is nice because you find so many colors. The only problem with the DMC that I don't know how to organize them. Like, because they get messy like these, and I feel like I need to put them like I used to put them in cloth pins, no, cloth peaks. I don't know how you call them, but they sell little cards so you can like wrap them on those too. But that's the thing, is for storage. I prefer this one that I don't have to like organize them. I'm kind of a bit messy too. And these are the colors that I want to pick because are like they match really good with the colors that I chose, right? So kind of like this
Patty,
kind of color.
I spent, and I hope you can all imagine how long I have 5 of these.
Oh,
And I rewound everything when my child
Wow.
was on vacation.
nice. Oh, wow.
And it unpacked that project. I can tell you that unpacks in a very surprising and stressful way if you think I'm going to do all of them. But I replaced everything because we had used like old
Nice.
cereal boxes and stuff like that over
That's
time
so.
to wrap the DMC thread.
I should do that.
It's
So,
super satisfying when it's done.
yeah.
But if you have more than 10,
Yeah. Have many, but
yeah,
uh,
you got to pace yourself.
I need to, I have so much thread, but look at these. These are all, and what I have is a whole thing of thread to work myself. For me, I don't care when I do my art pieces. It's like whatever, but it's for the classes. Like, I have like, I need to have all organized for the classes. I like to have it like really cool. So good. Yeah, I should do that. I should invite a couple of friends and like give them a snack and they can help me, right? It's a great idea. Also, I don't know if you could get this, but this is the macrame rope. If you couldn't get it, that's fine. I like these for the pompons. They're like, because they
I didn't get that.
have a lot of strands, right? So they sell it in Victoria at the, what's the, Naughty by Nature. You can buy a bit. These I use it for my installations. Yeah, so we can use that. And if you don't have that, don't worry because we'll use the DMC for the pompons too. So it's all good. So, okay, I'm gonna just move this aside. But I like, for example, my color palette, for the color palette, I'm gonna follow kind of like the same colors, but also I can use like a very bright one, for example, like this, that I love this one for some details. This is like a neon coral. It's so pretty. You probably seen it in real life in my classes, so. I get a lot of stuff from Chile. My cousin, she's an artist too, textile artist, and she hands dye stuff. Oh my God. So look at this one. She makes like this stuff.
Wow.
So pretty, right?
So variegated.
It's like natural indigo, and like she makes it special for me. Well, I kind of like commission her to do like stuff for me, and then look at that. So pretty. This is with onion skin or something like that. I I want to learn that. She taught me like many times, but I'm like, it's so precise and structured. I'm like, oh, I'm just so like the opposite. So with Belen, we do workshops together, and it's great because she shows that part and I do the other part, right? So I don't have to like, deal with the hand dyeing stuff. So yeah, I'm going to Chile I'm going in no, when I'm going February, March. I'm going for 2 months, so we're having workshops together. I'm super excited. It's gonna be nice. One day we'll do English workshops in Chile. I know Carrie told me she wanted. Yeah, we'll make a group and we all go to Chile, and that would be so cool, like a retreat. It's so dreamy.
That's great.
Right? I know. Well, my cousin speaks English. I'm trying to bring her to Victoria, actually, so if she comes to Chile, I'll let you know, of course. Okay, ladies, so we are gonna start with the first layer of like these little corals. Why we start with that? Because these ones go in the background, so it's easier. First layer, we start with the finest thing, and then we go on top with the bold things, right? If you don't want to follow what I'm doing, it's all good. Like there is no pressure to follow exactly. If you want to do French note instead, all good. Yeah. So there's no obligation to follow my instructions. As you know, that you've been in my workshop that I really like freestyle. So it's all good. Okay, so now I'm gonna decide what color I'm gonna put. I really like this color. I use it all the time, and it's like it's not a lavender color and it's not blue. It's like a mix between both. And it's just so pretty. It's a DMC one. But this is more lavender. But this is nice because it's really light too. So I'm gonna do a stitch here with the corals. And I'm gonna cut a little piece. Oh, one sec. Oh, one sec. My phone went off. One sec. Somebody call and okay, there we go.
Recording in progress.
One sec. I'll check
take
it
it out.
This there we go. Can you hear me okay? Yeah. Nice. Oh, here. Yeah, perfect. Oh, wait. Let's see. We'll fix that. There we go. Yeah, nice. Okay. This one, spotlight. Okay. Do you see it good? Yeah, nice. Okay, so what I like to do, it's like, so the strand has the thread has 6 strands, right? The classic like DMC, not the Perle ones. So what I do for making the corals, I divide these in 3. Why? Because it's like, I like they're like thinner and not as bold, because the piece that we're doing is really small. Unless we're working in a like, let's say like 12 inches piece, like bigger, right? So I'm kind of dividing this. So if you want to do that, you can do it. And if you want to work with the whole thread, that's fine too. And like the strands are, the threads are made like that for a reason too, because a lot of people work like really fine, Like for example, like the old embroideries from like the, I don't know, 1900s, like people used to do these like tiny things, like so small, right? So that's my 3 strands now. You see, it's like half of the thread. Any question or you're all good? All good, nice. And I'm gonna thread my needle and make a knot on the back, of course, right? And also like I like when it's thin, the thread, and it has 3 strands, that because you can add so many layers that way, and they are gonna look like kind of like the layers of the embroidery. So it's just super pretty rather than using thick thread. But for example, the perle ones, I can't divide it. So sometimes I put thick thread kind of like on top, you know? So I try to like kind of like combine different ones. So we're gonna do the feather stitch. I'm gonna show you how to do it, but also I'm gonna show you the freestyle that I learned on a stitch by doing it. I never like learned the feather stitch, you know? It was like just random. So I wanna show you that. So that's what we're gonna do today in embroidery. Let me just do like a close up. Okay. So when you have your thread ready, you can like start anywhere here.
I don't know if it's my screen or that it's a bit blurry when it's so close up. Can anyone else see it clearly or is it blurry?
Mine looks fine, but sometimes for the internet, when it's not good, it gets blurry. Is it too blurry? Hold on, I'll just put this down maybe. Is it better like that?
Might just be my feed. I don't know. It's pretty
Okay.
grainy.
Oh, but like, not like before.
Hmm.
Yeah, no, it shouldn't. Mine is fine. How is yours, Carrie? Is it the same?
Mine is good. I think it's just when it refocuses because of the light or a little bit of movement that it goes a little bit blurry.
Yeah,
But I be okay.
put more light there, but no, maybe no more light like that. Yeah, I think sometimes the internet kind of changes and change the quality of the Zoom, you know. So I hope it goes fine. I'll just try um to like do more close up if you guys need. Okay. So, oh wait, I already started. I'm gonna do it again. Okay, so like put your needle in on the fabric. You can like do it like that maybe. Okay. On an angle. So that's like more in an angle. Is it like that better, Wendy? Cannot change it on an angle.
Mm,
Same?
yeah, a little bit better.
Oh, okay, cool. Okay, so we're gonna do like a little loop. I'm gonna just do close up. Gonna do like a stitch beside, and we're gonna have a little loop. Do you see the loop there? It's always like a little loop. Uh, if you don't get it, it's fine too. Like I'll send you some material so you can like review it. Well, we'll have the recordings too, but so that's the loop. And then what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna like stitch inside the loop like that. And I have like a little, do you see what I have? It's like a little thing, like a B, like a U, easier to say that way. So I have like a little U. And now I'm gonna stitch right, left, right, left, right, left. So that's like the feather stitch. So then I'm gonna stitch beside kind of like to the same height, the same position that the hole here. This is like, I'm showing you the proper way. This is not Kathy's way. Kathy's way is like really like random and freestyle, but I just wanted to show you the proper way first. So then we have another loop, and I'm gonna stitch here in the middle. And then like I have another U, and then I go to the other side, and I'm gonna repeat that. So we start from the top to the bottom.
Sorry, are you just using 3 strands? I missed all that.
You what?
Are
Sorry?
you using only 3 strands of floss?
Yeah, 3 strands. Do you have DMC?
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you listen why I'm using 3?
Sorry, no.
No, it's fine. No worries.
That's
So,
student.
you
was
were
blow drying.
oh yeah, that's true. No worries. I'm using 3 because I was explaining the ladies that because we're doing layers, you know, we want the layers thin as we can. And I think it's like nicer to do it thinner in this case. So if we do like 6, it's like it's gonna look too bold, and like I done it, and I don't know, it's just nice when you put a layer of corals, then another layer on top and another, right? So
Yeah.
that's
Got
why
it.
it looks super cute. Okay.
I
So, but you
actually
can,
never embroider with 6.
yeah,
Seems like
you can use, if you have perle, you know, you use the perle. I'm gonna put some thick ones on top, but I like to start with the thin one. Okay, so this is another one. So then I'm going to the other side, and then another loop. So you just go left, right, left, right, left, right. And that's like the classic like feather stitch. It's not the way that I do it mostly. Like mines are not organized. I'm very like freestyle. But like if you can try to do these, and let me know how you are doing. I'm gonna repeat it from the top. It's just like, so the main idea is just loops. And duele very slow. But you see that it looks cute, like when with the thinner thread. Also because it's watercolor, right? So the watercolors is just so like soft in the fabric. That's why. If it was like acrylic, maybe it would differently. So that's one. I'm gonna start it again. So Wendy, you can see it. So, okay, I'm here on the
That's kind of, it really is grainy. I can't see much. So when you're doing the loop and then you come down to anchor it in a little V or whatever, are you then anchoring the V again before you bring it over to another branch, or are you just bringing it right down?
Hold on. So, okay, so I'm just gonna do it and tell you. Okay, so I did like the first like a U, and I anchor it, and then I go into the right, and I have the loop without the anchor, and then I anchor it. So after I have the loop, I do the anchor.
Okay.
Yeah. Like that. Yeah, so you see grainy. Oh, I'm sorry, that's happening. Technology. And then I'm going to the other side. Did that work? I'll put some materials on the platform too, so you can do it. So I have like 2 little, I'll show you. So I have a bit of corals there ready. Like that. Do you see it there?
Yeah, but I'm not quite sure I got the stitch right.
Patty, when you go down to the very bottom, oh, I see. Oh, so you just took it back right up.
Yeah, I'll use like a darker color, so maybe you will see it better. Because the color
No,
is, I'll use
it's
blue.
yeah, okay. No, that's perfect. No, it's actually really, I can see it fine. I did, oh, well, can't see because I got the background blurred. Can you see that?
Yeah, wait, 1 sec.
Second, I'm going to not blur my background because that's just confusing.
That's okay. 1 sec. Let me just put them. Oh yeah, cute. Yeah, cute. Perfect. Yeah, I mean, it's practice too, ladies. So hold on, let me just find something for you. I'm gonna just send it to the chat so you can have an idea. 1 sec. I love this stitch. I found it so simple. And it's just super pretty. No, but Wendy, you will see. 1 sec. It's simple, but it's like once that you get it, it's like it's just you use it on everything. Okay, so check out the if you have trouble. Oh no, hold on. 1 sec.
For the feather stitch, come up and
Hold on. Ignore my my noise.
bring the needle down.
Just ignore that. Okay. Okay, probably this lady's doing it like different than me, and I just got a really cool video. Okay, there we go. Okay, send like some material support there for feather stitch. So if you wanna check it out, yeah, that would be good. So check it out, and then I think that will be easier to see the loops. Could you see it? It's in the chat. Yeah? Nice. Okay, I'm gonna do it another one here. And if you can't see good the screen, just check the video that I sent. That is a lady doing the same. Very slow, so. Okay, so ladies, again here. We're going, okay, so I think with the blue you can see better. Okay, so I have the loop here. Well, it's a big loop, but. So look at the loop here. See the loop? I have the loop there, and I'm gonna stitch, I'm gonna anchor the loop, stitching that on the inside, and then I'm gonna pull the needle. Like that. So you're gonna have a U, right? So then I'm going to the right. And I stitch that in the middle to anchor. So we always need to anchor these little loops, right? Like that. And then I'm going to the right. No, sorry, the left. I went to the right. Now I'm going. So left, right. And then the same. And I'm going down. They're kind of like little branches too, right? There we go. Wendy, did you get it with the video?
Yes, and also the picture's not blurred anymore.
Ah, nice, but the video is
Thank
nice, eh? It's good. Yeah, it's super easy once that you get it, right? It's like loops and loops and loops and loops, kind of. And I love it. You can add it like on the paper, like everywhere. So, ladies, we're gonna just make lots of layers of this, if you want. Nicole is doing a forest, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think they'll look cool, like kind of like branches.
Yeah, it's so cool. Do you suggest continuing to change colors? Like,
no, like I just changed it because I wanted to show you better with the blue. But I think I really like starting like lighter colors and then going like the darkers, you know? So we can
yeah.
do first layer slide. But the idea is like we layer out, no, layer them. I don't know the English word, but kind of like this, you know, like a lot of layers. Do you see how many
Yeah,
layers
yeah.
there are here? So I just love that effect. That is like tangle, right? So that will be nice to do. Hey, this is another question, but is it smoky where you are? Well, in BC, like Wendy and Nicole, here's super smoky.
It is a bit hazy today, actually.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
maybe it's the fires, right? It's like, yeah, because it's like super sunny, but it's like I can't see anything. It's like completely, yeah.
Oh,
In
yeah,
Victoria,
it
at
is
least.
hazy here
Yeah, where are you in Victoria, Nicole?
in Cook Street.
Oh, nice. I'm in James Bay.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah.
Li-
Yeah.
Close by.
Yeah, we're pretty close.
Okay, so I'm gonna, so yeah, so we're just gonna do this, and tomorrow we're gonna do the rest. And homework, if you wanna homework for today, that's a really short notice homework, sorry, but if you wanna like continue with this, that would be cool. Well, we're gonna keep going for now, but and if you wanna do this in the paper, like the ones that I show you, that would be also cool. So yeah, just like trying to layer them and they look super cute. I want to show you now, ladies, the Cathy's wave. So if you want to watch, so I'm doing loops, but what I'm doing, I'm throwing some stitches and I'm doing like freestyle. So I'm jumping from here to here and continue doing loops. So I'm doing them like in a different way. For example, I'm throwing a loop here, then another loop here. So like less structure. And then I'm gonna just throw a little stitch here. And then I'm gonna, for example, jump here, jump through the back of the fabric and do like more loops here. So that's like my way, that's how I learn like doing it. I start doing it like that. And then I was like, oh, that's the other stitch actually. So yeah, I kind of like branch it out, you know, like isn't that a whole line, but you can do it either way. It's all good. So then I can go up here. I just like the freedom of jumping from one place to another.
Yeah, I like the way it looks as it sort of crosses over, it layers over top of some of the
Yeah.
existing stitches. That's really nice.
The
Maybe
layers,
that's what branches for me.
that's a what?
It does, it's a really good stitch for me to
Yeah.
do the chorus. Like obviously it's amazing for the choral.
Yeah, for forest is
But
super
this
cool.
is really awesome.
Nice. That's awesome. Happy to hear that. I'm gonna add some white now. And I think we're gonna finish in a few minutes. It's like almost 12:40. So tomorrow, I think tomorrow will be a bit longer if that's okay for you, or you can just watch the recording. But tomorrow we're having a lot of stitches to do. Now I'm doing white.
Ken, could you pop into the chat the link for the course you're doing next weekend?
Oh, in Victoria? Sure.
Oh, is it in person?
Yeah.
Ooh.
It's in my studio in, do you know the Rockslide Gallery?
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, there. That's my studio.
Awesome.
It's just for people because I have a small studio. So I'm doing really semi-private workshops. Yeah, I'll send you the info for sure.
Okay, thank you.
That'll be cool if you can come. Yeah, that workshop is really cool and I have all the materials. Like you don't have to bring anything. Just show up. Well, if you have your own stuff that you like, you can bring them too. So I'm putting some white on top. And I love the white. It's just so nice how it looks with all of them. And you can go up with these little corals or trees or down. Like it could be the whole thing, you know. You can feel the whole thing too. I have like a big spot of paint here, so I'm wondering like I should put something there too. But I love the layers. Do you like the layers?
Very much.
It's nice, eh? Yeah. And that's why we do this stitch first than the other ones, right? Because it's like we're doing the first thin layers and then the other. Yeah. There, and now, for example, I'm gonna jump to here and put more, like there is no like a structure how many to put. I just feel like you do as you go, right? Kind of like seeing, figure it out. Oh, you know what? It needs more. It's too empty. Or like maybe your embroidery is just one area, or maybe it's super minimal. Maybe that's it. Maybe it's like, okay, I'm done. You know, that could be too. And then you make another one. There is like no rules for that. Like I've seen people they doing very minimal ones, and people are like doing maximil that word, like me, right? That I like to put a lot of stuff. But for example, this one, I found that super cute, and it's super minimal, right? And then also we have, yeah, that one. It's like really minimal, and then have like something different here, right? And then we have that has a lot of stuff, right? So yeah, so we have different options for everybody. So as homework, if you want to keep working on something today, you want to, you can stitch on the paper, like try it out the same on the paper, like the ones that I show you, and also like just keep doing in the hoop, right? I'll show you also this one. Oh, I love this one. It's so cute. Not finished yet, but yeah, that's super cute. So ocean. So yeah, so that's it. That was for today, ladies. Please comment. Do you have any comments or like anything you want to add or whatever?
That was fantastic.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, it's really inspiring. Thank you.
Oh,
I
that's
can't wait for
great.
tomorrow.
Yeah, no, that's great. We can keep talking about some more stuff tomorrow that we're supposed to talk about, like Nicole, the stuff that we were talking about, making art and stuff, right? That people don't appreciate it. So it's important, kind of like honoring your work, right? Your work is important no matter what. Like just remember that everything you make is important, you know, for you. Doesn't matter if it's not important for people, but for you it's important. Oh, Wendy's showing something.
I got 2 branches. You're a much more prolific embroiderer than me.
Cute. Oh wait, can I
Full
see?
start.
Can I see them again? Oh, that's so cute. Perfect. Oh my God, that color, Wendy, the ink, super good. Can I see closer, Carrie?
This
Wow,
is the one I don't really like.
that's so cute, ladies.
Can't see Carrie's. Let's see.
What about Nicole?
I've only done the 2. I've been like absorbing these,
Cute.
but I'm going to do, yeah, like I can just
I love
feel
it.
myself relax in a way that I do with crocheting, only I'm not going to get tennis elbow with this activity. So
Oh,
I love this so much. Do you know what I did was a workshop on cyanotype? Do you know when you do the UV
Yeah.
paper? And I think that's another
oh.
thing. Once you stitch the paper, you know, you get a sense of what
Yeah.
might be possible.
I love stitching the paper. I'm
Yeah.
obsessed. Right now, I have like new works on paper on that, and I love them.